Now, what's up, y'all? Today I got a nice little spread of food on this table. One of the nicest spreads I think I've ever seen on this table. We have some pizza, half and half. We got two types of wings. We got a Philly cheesesteak. We got some fries and a little zero Coke. And I'm just gonna be enjoying this food. That's the whole point of this video. Usually my videos don't really have a point, and it can be argued that this video doesn't really have a point either, but I'm not gonna try to, finish everything. I'm not gonna try to eat after I'm full and satisfied. I'm just gonna enjoy the food. And that's it. That's all I have planned. Nothing else planned. Let me show you what I'm working with. So I ordered this stuff from 3 different restaurants. Starting off with the Philly cheesesteak restaurant. I just got a regular, one of my favorites, American cheese, keeping it simple, cheesesteak right there with fries and a drink. And that came out to 15 bucks, not too bad. This one's a little bit more expensive though. From the wing spot, I got creamy buffalo and parm gar, my top 2 favorite wings. And those came out to 25 bones. And last but not least, we have a pizza from probably one of my favorite pizza joints. And I got this half-half pep and taco pizza. This one came out to $19. Let's go for a wing. And since this is one of those videos that I don't really care, I'm just gonna eat the flats, because those are my favorite. So yeah, these wings didn't come with any dipping sauce, but you can see these creamy buffalo ones. They do have sauce. I think they did some kind of sauce drizzle. I don't know if it's ranch. Probably is. It smells pretty good, but a very tiny wing. By golly, that is a small wing, but it looks good, well coated. I don't mind small wings. Sometimes I like small wings compared to the giant jumbo wings. Yep. This is one of the few spots, believe it or not, in my whole area that I can get decent buffalo wings. This is the first time I've ordered from this place. The wings, that is. And I think I'll be ordering from them again. They could use a bit more tang. But compared to what you can usually get around here, these are a 10 out of 10. I'm just saying. I really do enjoy those. I go for one more actually. So nice. And some could say revolutionary, sprinkling drizzling the ranch over all of the wings. It just takes out an extra step. Unless you're one of the people who loves to just get that giant dip, then maybe not for you. But I like those. Just could be a little bit more tangy, but I enjoy those. Now, parm gar. Ooh, god damn, I love these things. I've never seen it served with a lemon, I don't think. Maybe a little lemon wedge in here, which, well, let's try it without the lemon first. Let me see if this is what I'm looking for. I'll take that. Take that all damn day. Got a nice parm gar. It's the best. It's the best non-buffalo wing. Barbecue's close. But after buffalo, which is obviously, the king of wings. Yeah, barbecue or parm gar. I'm gonna say if I could only have 2 choices, I'm picking buffalo and parm gar for sure. I love these things. Whoever came up with these is a true genius, because in my opinion, it's not that, maybe it was a thing. I don't know. Maybe it was already a Parmesan garlic chicken. I know, obviously chicken parm is a thing, but, it'd be easy to make like a teriyaki wing or like a Thai chili wing. Maybe, you know what I mean? But whoever thought about this amazing genius combination, hats off. Hats right off to you, man. Well, let me try it with the lemon real quick. seed right on the flat there. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty nice. Hey, have you ever tried that? I'd recommend it. Definitely ordering these wings again. Although, yeah, these were the most priciest things on the whole, out of this whole spread right here. But I'll get back to those here in a second. I think I'm going to try... See, pizza... I'm just wasting time right now, but this is serious business, all right? Pizza, I like it cold. I feel like this would also be good cold. Let me try it fried. That's a wild card. I want to take advantage of the crispiness if possible. Are these crispy? Oh. Oh, best believe these are crispy. Oh, dang. Very, very liberal with the salt on these. Very salty, but so much crisp to them. And the thing is, I doubt you can really see what I'm talking about, but the salt granules are quite large. So you can just brush those off a little bit. It's rare to find over-salted fries here in Korea. It's one of the first places I've seen it. But they are mighty fine. And so are the wings. And I'm assuming this cheesesteak will be too. Right off the bat, love the fact they don't cut this in half. Most places do that here. I'm going to try to give you a glimpse inside, although this cheese glue is really doing its job here. Yeah, I'm just going to end up ripping this apart. But like I was saying, good amount of meat. I think they're using probably 3 slices of cheese on there. I'm going to go out on a limb and say homemade bread. Going in. Oh, yeah. There's nothing like that. Biting into just a meaty, cheesy, melty, just bite with the soft bread on there. I haven't found anything in my life quite like that. Like a good Philly cheese. Mighty fine. It was amazing. If this was a different video and I didn't have as much food, I would have just eaten that whole thing. But we're going to try everything first and then just pick. We're going to be pecking. Pep. Yeah, I'm going to give the pep a little bit of a try. Pretty standard. Wow. Dude, yo. Talk about combos of flavor. Textures. You're going from crispy to super soft to, somewhere in the middle. Just nice sauced up buffalo wings, man. We're getting all the flavors here. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them. And a lot of textures too. This is a good meal. Mighty fine for the pep. Now, with this one, you're not going to be able to see much. I'll just show it to you like this. Because there's a lot of cilantro and some kind of, tortilla chips, corn chips on top. Underneath, I think we have tomatoes, cheese, sour cream, ground beef, or taco meat, and some other stuff that I can't really distinguish. Immediately, the tomatoes, the cilantro, the corn chips, the ground beef in there, and the sour cream, everything I just mentioned like 5 seconds ago, are just amalgamating. I mean, this is basically like eating a taco with a cheese pizza instead of a tortilla. And now switch it up real quick and eat a parm gar wing. That's a whole new flavor. Take a bite of this, finish off this taco pizza slice. Psych, don't finish it. Go right in for the cheese steaks bite. Oh wow. And a fry. For that extra little crispy crunch. And wash it all down. Some nice Zero Coke. So now that we've tried everything, I can't name a best or my favorite. I think they all just marry together, and I think they're all mighty fine. So yeah, this video, these are all things that I just kind of wanted to eat without, like I was saying, any kind of point or theme or kind of message or anything kind of in the video. But, which I don't, I don't always try to come up with some kind of message or theme, like probably never, but I try to do something and where I will, I don't know, hop onto a new trend, find a food that's trendy, or really stick in my lane of like spicy Korean chicken. And then even though I've had spicy Korean chicken a lot of times, I'll try to, for hours, just try to think of a different title and different theme that I can make that video in. And I was really, I'll be honest, I don't know if that all made sense. My mind is extremely jumbled today. I was having a really hard time today with today's video. Usually what I'll do is the day before I do a video, I'll kind of plan out the basics. This might be a little bit of a behind the scenes look. I'm sure everyone does it different, but for me, I try to focus on getting a good idea and turning it into a workable video. Like I have a bunch of ideas, but they're just ideas. I try to turn it into a video by figuring out, exactly what I'm going to order. I got to get a thumbnail, a title, and I forgot the thumbnail on this video. A thumbnail and a title, and what the whole content is going to be about. And today was one of the harder days. Struggling quite a bit. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining here. I said I wasn't going to eat one of these, but whatever. Yeah, I don't want to sound like I am complaining, because there's a fine line between looking like an entitled jerk. It's like, yeah, you're a YouTuber. It's so easy compared to a lot of other jobs, and that is 100% true. But there's also, just people, just life. Life can be hard for everybody, you know what I mean? This is one of the most classic OG combos ever. Buffalo wing and some pepperoni pizza. Oh yeah. So good. And so all today, or so yesterday, I planned out a video, and it was closed all day. Unexpectedly, they said they were going to be open. They closed. So I'm like, all right, not off to a good start. It's the same thing that happened with last video. I'm like, all right, think of something new, and that took me hours. And I think it does get harder for me personally when I've done, you know, I've had pizza on this channel 100 times, maybe more. And it's like, how I don't want to do that again. I don't want to do this again. I mean, there's only a certain amount of food that is in this world that exists. And there's also a even smaller amount of food that would work on a YouTube video, I feel like. At least within my range of creativity. So I do end up doing kind of a lot of the same foods. I'll tell you what, it does make it harder because I'm not doing fast food videos right now. So there's so many things that I want to film that it just, nope, can't do it. Ah. But yeah, so I was completely exhausted trying to think of something to film, and I just landed on this at the last second. It's getting kind of late. And I am enjoying this. I'll be honest, probably a lot more than, well, yeah, every video is different. All right. Oh man. Mighty fine. I tell you what. And I'll be honest, I almost didn't film today. And I almost thought about filming a video without food because I wasn't hungry at all day. And that's also hurts the idea coming up, like process, the brainstorming process. Because like, oh, I could do that, but I'm just not hungry. So, yeah, you know, it was tough. Finally, around like 5 o'clock, I became hungry. And I'm like, okay, let's just do this. And I'm just going to eat as much as I want. Don't worry about, anything like that. But, man, I'm rambling hard. I apologize. But today, no joke, I was really feeling, I really hesitate to bring this up. I almost thought about making a video with no food, just talking about like YouTube burnout. And I don't think I'm going to really talk too much about it today. But yeah, I hesitate to talk about it because it can be one of those things that, you know, sometimes it can be looked at very negatively. Like, dude, we're like, a lot of people have a lot worse. It seems like they're living the perfect dream life. Why are you quitting? Why are you getting burnt out on? Why do you need to take a break? Why, you know? And I could definitely see that angle. Whereas I can also see the angle of, you know, YouTubers or whoever's doing, you know, literally whoever, who you think might just be living the perfect life, might not be, and they have their own struggles and own, when it comes to whatever they're doing. And sometimes with social media, it seems like everyone's living a perfect life on Instagram or YouTube or whatever. It's like a snapshot of their highlight reel that they're posting, and you think like, oh, that's crazy, and then you end up comparing yourself to those people. And it probably doesn't have the best results for a lot of people if you're always comparing yourself to people who only post their best moments of their life, or just exciting or fun moments, edited picture, whatever. And then it's like, well, is that really how it is? And so I do see also the benefit of people talking about, having a bad day, having a bad week, or the hardships of a particular job that other people might not even think about. So it's kind of a double-edged sword where, it's going to be divisive either way, in my opinion. So I think I would really have to kind of plan out my thoughts well to do that type of video. But yeah, long story short, I was kind of just experiencing some of that quote unquote YouTube burnout to be honest, dude, I don't know. I don't know when it started, but I felt it probably the hardest today. The last thing I wanted to do was film a video today. And I thought about it realistically. Well, if I didn't film today, I would just feel guilty about not filming. And then I would still have the same problem of coming up with a good idea, or an idea that I think is worth filming. So I landed on this, and I understand if no one watches it, completely fine. Or if you tune out because of my slow rambling, yeah, that must be annoying. Like a good, well thought out ramble, or a well executed ramble, where you're just going off. Hey, that's all right. But this slow ramble, I think I would be going crazy if I was watching this myself. I can't even lie. And I wasn't planning on rambling. It just happened. My only plan was to just enjoy this delicious food. And let me tell you what, it is delicious, man. God dang. I'm getting a little bit full though. So we'll see what I finish off here. I think I'm definitely going to polish this off, throw the rest of this in the pizza box, call it a day. But yeah, just a real quick rundown. Let me know if you want to see a fully kind of more well thought out video of me talking about my own personal struggles day to day when it comes to YouTube or just life. Look, I will just say right now, there's nothing that has to do with my relationships at all. So I know that's where people's minds might go to. Nothing to do with that. So very happily married, and actually my wife really helped me a lot to pull me out of the funk and give me some good ideas. Support me when I was just see, we're down in the dumps today. So shout out to Ring Lady. But let me know, because I do kind of have, I don't know if I have much more to say than I already said, but I could talk about my own more personal experience with it. If not, it's all good. even me, I get tired sometimes of seeing YouTubers post, I'm taking a break or I'm quitting YouTube, goodbye. I completely understand it though, but a lot of times those people have already amassed several more views than I have and can probably just retire or do whatever they want with the money they made. I'm definitely not in that situation. Not even close. So, another strange video. I wonder how many of these I could eat. I'm thinking 5. And I don't know if I should talk about it now. Well, I guess I'll mention it. Who knows if I'm going to do that other video, but yeah, it's one of those things where, and I've had this obviously for myself and other YouTubers that I know personally, very close with, who have the exact same mentality where the number of views you get and less subscriptions, to be fair, but mostly views, really can determine your day-to-day mental. You know what I mean? Yeah, by no means am I begging you to go and watch more of my videos. Like, I don't want to influence that in any way, purposefully. But yeah, that's a real thing too. It's like when I'm in New York City for 2 months, eating a lot of American food is actually relevant to most of y'all, or a lot of y'all. The views are going to be higher, and then when I come back to Korea, it's so much harder to think of stuff that I can easily film. And so, and understandably, and not a lot of people aren't as curious about Korean food or food that I can get over here compared to food I can get in America. So the views will inevitably drop. But even if you know about it, it still sucks. Like, I definitely noticed myself looking back over the years can just ride the waves of the YouTube algorithm and the views, and I think a lot of other YouTubers do as well. Which is not just applicable to YouTube. It's like if you run your own business or something, some days, some months or quarters, it might perform better than others, and it's like you got to take that, I guess. But yeah, figuring out a way to kind of separate that a little bit would be probably beneficial. I don't know, at this point, everything that I would have said in a video, if I dedicated a video to just talking about this, I probably already said. But yeah, I mean, if you have any, ideas, I don't plan on taking a break. I don't want to, don't plan on it, so that's not what this video is at all, but yeah, and then it's like the type of videos that this is just getting too much of a complaining session when I'm supposed to just be simply enjoying some delicious food. Well, it is what it is. I'm going to finish off this slice and get out of here. I also do think it'll be easier just to come up with ideas once I can eat fast food in 10 days, 10 days from now. Been 20 days without any whiff. Haven't even whiffed it. Fast food. A while ago, a couple years ago, I think, I did a video, or I did a thing where I didn't eat pizza for a month. This is way harder, way more difficult. Let me tell you what. But yeah, I'm pretty full. I'm satisfied. Anything more, and I would just be kind of forcing it down. So I think I'm going to call it a day. I'm about to skate out of here. How many times have I said call it a day? I don't know, but I'm definitely skating. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.